What's up, guys? Long time no see. Just wanted to do a little tour of my new setup here. Well, I guess it's not new to me, but new to you guys. Moved here to Nashville, Tennessee in January. So let's take a look at the new setup. So this is the basement down here. We'll start with the guitars. I've downsized quite a bit, actually. At this moment, I just have these 3 ESP Vipers. 2 of them in the front are custom shop, and one behind the natural finish one is actually the standard series. 2 switchback guitars. I have the sort of pink City Boy, which is essentially like a Strat shape, and then my Country Boy, which I've had forever. Behind that is my Gibson Les Paul Studio, my first nice electric guitar, and there's no strings on it right now. I don't really play it much anymore, and it needs pickups. I kind of harvested some parts from it. Behind that we have Gibson ES-137, which I've had for about 10 years now, and then my Warwick Corvette, and behind that is the Collings, I think DS2H. I think that's correct. I think also Bill Collings died, I think, yesterday, so rest in peace, sir. You make great guitars. Anyway, I'm done to 9 instruments, which is pretty crazy for me. So let's take a look at the amps and the setup in general. This is a Princeton Reverb 2 Fender, of course, and this was designed by, I think, Paul Rivera is his name. Would go on later to create Rivera amplifiers. Here's my little desk area, pardon the mess, and my selection of water, which is always abundant. Let's see, my little recording setup. I've sold a few preamps, but I've kept my APIs and my Focusrite ISA1 and the Guardians of the preamps there on top. XFX, I use that a lot for practicing and for doing demos and select things, you know, here and there. And let's get to the amps. Everybody wants to see the amps, right? So we'll start with Boogie Mark II C+, the real deal. Sounds ridiculous. Both great clean and distorted overdrive, crazy gain. John Petrucci knows about that. Anyway, below that, Naylor Dual 60 HD, stands for high drive, so a little more gain than the usual. Also great amp, kind of Marshall-ish in flavor, but with 6 L6s. My trusty dual rectifier Revision C, serial number 98. That was a Craigslist acquisition. Happy for that. And I traded my Diesel VH4 for this Boogie. Very happy with that trade. All right. We haven't seen this one in a while. My Fender Bandmaster, just great, clean amp altogether. And of course, the scale on top, it is not for what you think. It is actually to weigh pedals and weigh small shipments to mail off. So nothing illegal here. This is my Boss pedal weight checker. So a lot of pedals these days. Downsizing quite a bit, believe it or not. Of course, my Marshall JMP 2203, modded by Dave Friedman with the kitchen sink mod. So the most stuff, I guess he'd put in an amp as far as modification, has everything. And below that, this is I think a 74 or 75 JMP, and non-master volume, loud as hell, 100 watts, and it sounds like 5 million watts. We'll go on here. Here's my Boss collection. It has actually gotten quite a bit smaller, and so just really this is all that's left. Seems like a lot, but it really isn't. All this stuff down here is stuff I'm selling, minus those Boss pedals over there. I'm selling this. This is another Boogie C+ that I got randomly from a buddy of mine, but that's going to go up for sale. Hopefully I can get that deal squared away soon. Just don't need another one. Here are the rest of the pedal collection. Again, downsized it quite a bit from where it was. I think I'm pretty set on everything that's sitting here, though, so I don't seem to be needing anything or wanting to sell anything in this group. So that's that. Come over here to the sort of rig area. My main rig is this Marshall JMP 2204, the 50 watt. It was modified with an effects loop. It's a lot quieter actually than other JMPs or JCM 800s that I've played or had, and it's actually great because it's not super duper loud, so I like that, prefer it. And then my 112 Port City cab setup, which I absolutely love. I can't go back to a 412, just can't do it. The phasing gets to my ears. I just don't like it. So 2 112s or a 212 is my current preferred setup. And you guys didn't get to see it, but I just traded my Bogner Ecstasy Classic for this matchless HC30. One of my dream amps. Finally got it. Pardon me if the light is a little weird. I'm filming on an iPhone. It's kind of dark down here. So then a Marshall cab. I've had this forever with the Session 65s. Probably going to sell it, or it is for sale. Hopefully we'll sell soon. And of course, I'm not sure if I mentioned these are vintage 30s. And those Port City cabs. My modest pedal setup. You know, this is what I use with my band. So the Freeze pedal, MXR Phase 90, Barber Super Sport to boost the JMP, and then of course my favorite delay, Boss DSD2, and then Polytune 2. So we'll get over to the drums. I've been playing a lot more drums lately. Still have my same setup. This is a Tama Star Classic Maple toms, and then I have a Star Classic Birch or Performer kick right there. And I'm going with the 4 tom setup, and then the slash, well I guess 5 tom if you count the 18-inch on the left, but that's usually a sort of shelf for the old metronome. Kind of a mix of Sabian and Zills and cymbals because I don't care. And then this is a GMS snare, which I got recently, which I like a lot. And on the ground is my other snare, which is a Ludwig, vintage Ludwig from I think the 50s, early 60s, I think late 50s. So I've been playing a lot more drums lately. So there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Brand new digs here in old Nashville, Tennessee. Pardon the light once again. Really digging the setup down here. And we'll take a look at the kit from in front. Kind of looks ugly as hell, but I dig it. I don't care. It's just for down here anyway. And we're actually also in the laundry room, so there's laundry going on back there. Alright guys, I'm not sure when we'll see you next, but thanks for watching.